Hello everybody. Hi, my name is Elson Yo, and for all those of you who are still not fairly acquainted with me, I am the owner and tattooer of Think Tattoo Singapore. So, this is my art initiative, Stay at Home, and this is lesson 4. First of all, welcome and thank you for tuning in. Keep those submissions coming. I am simply bowled over by the quality I'm seeing. Just keep drawing and keep sending it to me. It makes my day absolutely to see these awesome sketches of yours. Well, first of all, do you guys know what today is? Hello Stefano. Hey Ned. So yes, today is Mother's Day. A very happy Mother's Day to quote unquote my friend Stephanie. All moms, grandmas, great-grandmas, foster moms, stepmoms, surrogate moms, aunties, furry pet moms, moms-to-be, mother figures, moms in heaven, and to all men out there who's fulfilling the role of mom and dad. Cheers. Happy Mother's Day. Especially to my mom, Mami, and my mother-in-law, Mami, Ayi, Tajuma, Sanjuma, my lovely wife, Nicole, my cousin Ashley, my sister-in-law Samantha, and my bestie Christine. Happy Mother's Day. So excuse me while I give a personal message to my mom right now. Mami, 希望您收到那个郁金香了。虽然今年我们不能在一起庆祝母亲节，可是还是想要你知道，您是最伟大的。那毕竟只要有心，天天都是母亲节，不是吗？那等了这个 circuit breaker period 之后，我们再去吃一顿，好不好 ？Okay, so today's lesson will be to teach or to share with you guys how you can make a Mother Day card with mommy's comic and or manga expressions, which means exaggerated expressions, cutesy, comic-y. This is different from a caricature because the operative definition of a caricature is like a picture of or an imitation of a person in which certain strong characteristics are exaggerated, which means big nose, bigger nose, square face, square jaw, high forehead, small eyes. You know, you exaggerate these features to create a comic effect. That is a caricature. And in keeping with Mother's Day and niceties as per previously said and touched on, we keep mommy pretty today, definitely. And then a caricature is, it can be reserved for future lessons or more advanced once we cover all these basics. Cool? And so we will cover 4 expressions, 喜怒哀乐, in this format. I hope you have got your pencils and paper ready. I will need you to try folding your paper like this, you know. Fold it into half. And the format will be something like this, where in front you draw mommy's face, proper mommy's face, maybe throw in a rose or 2 from the previous lessons, remember? And then Happy Mother's Day, you know. And inside is what we're going to touch on more today, the 4 basic expressions of mommy dearest. So this is 喜, in Mandarin 喜怒哀乐, which loosely translates to happiness for 喜, 怒, anger, ai, sorrow or sadness, and 乐, joyfulness, joy. So in so saying, yes, if you don't have a good piece of paper, or if you're afraid that you might muck up or not do a good job while you're practicing, by all means, you can practice all you want, and then when the time comes, you can redraw it on a piece of paper that is folded like this. This is a card format. So, okay, hang on. Without further ado, let's start with the front page. So what we want to do is leave some space. Okay, for sake of demonstration, I'm drawing on a bigger piece of paper, but you should be drawing like here, you know, or even smaller, depending on the size of your paper. And mummies and daddies, this is just this project, this initiation for today is not just for children. I mean, you and I, we are the same. We have mothers, so everybody must draw. Everybody should draw or can draw. Anyways, so we leave some sizable space here, and then how do we draw a face? If you guys can remember. Circle, smiley face, right? From a smiley face to a actual human face, you draw a center line. This is from lesson 1, but yes. And what's that after that? You draw an oval, and mummy's face must be sharp, right? It's kind of like what is preferred. There's no hard and fast rule. There's no yes or no, right and wrong to art, but this is what is preferred. Sharp face, big eyes. Okay, and then we draw a line from here to here, the center. Okay, this is for the lips, and from the tip of the smile, we draw another line, right? And then this, the center, we draw a circle and a V. And for all those of you who have been practicing, I guess this is like a drill already. Yes. A small line here. What's next? An M. Right? And then next to the small line, we put 2 little dots to make mommy smile a bit. And then below this line, we do a U shape, right? And a longer U between the V and the M. Longer U. Okay, and then we mark out 2 lines from the tip of the nose up, and from this we draw 2 gradual N. Okay, and the trick of drawing an eye quickly is to draw 2 brackets in each eye, and then a small circle inside that you are not going to color in. Okay, for mommy, we can give her double eyelid. And what's missing? Eyelashes. And eyebrows. Okay, and now we can just firm up the jawline a little bit. And from the eye of the smiley, what we can do? We can create the hairline. This is the hairline, right? For sake of demonstration, I'll stick to what I've drawn for mommy thus far, which is long curly hair. But as you can see, okay, and then the hairline will have to be in excess of the dome of the smiley to give the hair more volume, right? But as you can see, the hair can be shorter, depending on what your mummy's hair look like. You have to tailor these drawings to your mummy's hair. It can be shorter hair, straight hair, you know. But for sake of demonstration, we just make the hair longer. This is for the fold of the hair. Give mommy a neck. And here we can actually add in last week's lessons, what you guys learned, like a rose to embellish, to decorate mommy's portrait up. For instance, if you want the doodle sort of rose, like last week, you can just do this. Like a doodle, and then go with your feel, keep your strokes fluid, and mark out the rose. The leaves, remember? And the vein. Hi Key. So yes, please, if you want to leave comments, please go ahead, but if I don't get so interactive, pardon me, I would try to get to you guys. So this is the doodle sort of rose, or if you prefer the Americana rose that I covered last week, you can do a series of overlapping circles, and from there you can build your rose. Every circle is like a layer of the rose, but this is like a side view illustrative style. Okay, you can build it as such. It's all a matter of preference, and there's no right and wrong in art. Remember that. If you're drawing slower, it's okay. There's no rush to it. As a matter of fact, this card can be given to your mother's or your mother the day after, or any day, you know. Because if you really, really, really have the heart for it, every day is Mother's Day. Hey Nick. Okay, this, or if you want to put a rose here for mommy as a hairpin or hair accessory, go ahead. You can only get as creative as your drawing allow it to be. Okay, this, and it depends on whether you want to refine and define all this drawing out, or maybe leave it to later, but for here I would just, you know, give it a quick definition. You can see the eyelashes are really important to mommy. See the circle, the little circle here, you do not color. You color every bit of it, everything else in. This is to show the little flicker of like reflection in the eye. Double eyelid. But if you want to, or if you feel confident enough, or if you want to do this refining and defining bit now, go ahead. I'm merely sharing. I'm not. Yep. Thank you, Bennett. Do you hear that? That's so sweet. Okay, and then the rose, like I say, you just go with your feel of making use of the doodle. Just pick out some that you feel will translate well to the rose. Right, this is a quick sketch. And then for the Americana rose, a series of M's or W's for the petal. Again, there's no right or wrong. It's how you wanna portray the rose. Some say that if you draw something consistently wrong for 100 times, it becomes your style. So yeah, goes against to show that there is no absolute right or wrong in art. Now does it? Yes, Bennett? Do you want to draw with Daddy next week?
Yeah.
Good. Same goes with this one, you know. So this is the front page of the card. But why would I say it's like the front page? Because the card is interchangeable, put it this way. I'll show you in a bit. And this is what I would suggest you write Happy Mother's Day in your own handwriting or in any way possible. Maybe like just freestyling this now, so there's I just realized that for all those of you who probably grew up with me from primary school to secondary school to JC to NUS to Army to even my career, you probably find this quite familiar, right? I mean, this, especially these fonts and everything. Like, I probably did this quite a bit. So yes. Okay. So now we have so-called the front page of it done. We are moving to the inside page. See, there's 4 faces, right? Like I said, si, nu, I, le. Yes, Bennett. Happiness, anger, sadness, and joy. Yep. So we want to position the head. Are we done with this? We good? So we want to position the head in such a way where the first one looks to 45 degree, like last week's lesson when I cover the skull. Like I say, it can translate to human faces and postures and everything. I do mean it, because if it's 45 degrees, this is face number 1, right? Okay. If it's 45 degrees, okay, if it face this way, if you put 4 faces, one facing this way, one facing this way, one facing this way, one facing this way, they look like they are all looking at your center message. We'll get to that. Yes, anyways, so, okay, remember, now we are drawing a comic expression, a manga sort of like face for Mummy. Yeah, comic expression, like cartoon. So certain rules can be followed and certain rules can be broken. Like, for instance, if you draw like a smiley face, you know, then you have this. This is actually more for a strict sort of like a study, sort of like a portrait sort of thing. So with a manga or comic expression, like for instance like this, the trick is to show what the drawing is trying to express, what sort of expression it's trying to get with as little strokes as possible, as quickly as possible. You just bang it out. But yes, we observe this, the center line, right? Right? This is the tip of the nose. So we'll do this. Yep, bend, yes. So we'll do this for the nose, like an S.
S?
Yeah, like an S with this. Okay, this is the bridge and this is the nose.
Nose?
Yeah, in a manga style.
Oh.
Yeah. So with happiness, she must look blissful and happy, right? So the eye, we can just do two dramatic N, two very dramatic N. The eyebrows just slightly above, like this. And then Bennett, be careful, don't fall down. And where was I? Yes, the smile, like this, perhaps. Okay. And then the face, you can still keep the face sharp for happiness face, happiness expression. Now the hair is what I'm talking about. Like, if your hair is consistent, the hairstyle is the same for all 4.
All 4?
Yep. That is a very, the very fundamental of drawing comics, isn't it? I mean, repeat, and then people get familiarized with the character. Okay. A bit of shoulder for Mummy. Okay. Should I line this out?
No.
The camera's here, Ben. Okay, so the eyebrows, okay, the nose. Just this will do. If you want to shade this in, go ahead, okay? A very blissful sort of like smile on Mummy's face. These expressions are actually applicable to daddies and yourself as well. I mean, if you're a kid, yeah, these expressions are transferable. While applying a bit of the definition of caricature. Yes. The eye. Yes. It's literally like just a smiling face. Not forgetting the eyelashes. and the lips,
Camera.
right? This is Mommy Dearest being happy, like happiness, C, right? Happiness. Oh, what happened? Everybody can hear you, you know. I'm sorry. Oh, you want to come into the camera? Okay. Excuse me, everybody. Yes. Say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Are you happy? Are you happy now? Oh, don't touch the lens. Yes.
Hello.
Okay. Next week you're gonna see. You're gonna. All right. Oh. สวัสดีครับ สบายดีไหมพี่ Okay, so we covered C and happy. The happy face is supposed to be the top left hand corner. Bennett is a happy camper now. Okay. Now, I'm sure that you have seen your mom angry. If you leave your mom, probably today you saw her angry, right? I mean, yes, it's a very common look. So, and the angle top right, now we're going to the anger look, angry face, right? Again, a 45 degree angle, 3/4. You take this for the nose again, right? The other side, so it's like writing a number 2, right? Right? And again, the eye and the mouth, we need to take into concern, we need to exaggerate the expression, make it look dramatic. So when your mom's angry, I guess her eye will look like that, like 2 crescent. Pardon me if I make faces when I'm drawing. I mean, I've been told since young, I've been asked questions by my friends like, why are you making all these weird goofy faces when you're drawing? Because I believe that making these faces necessarily helps to facilitate the drawing of this expression, you know, animated or not, but you know, it actually helps. So try it now. Make an angry face and draw, because I don't want to be the only idiot here making faces. Okay, the eyebrow should be sharp. Yeah, 2 lines here, right? And the mouth should be like that. And then a series of W's or M's for the fangs. I mean the teeth. Right? And if you want to keep to the sharp face, you can, or you can make it, you know, slightly rounder. It's okay. It's all done in the name of good fun. But for this, we'll keep to the face. You know, keep to it sharp. Again, the hair. See if the hair is constant. Suddenly, you know, this looks a bit like mommy again. Angry mommy, and I find that it actually helped to do this. This is a very Japanese. Anyway, well, whatever I'm teaching today is actually quite Japanese inspired. You know, the quick caricature, cartoon caricature sort of thing. This actually it translates very well because it's like a vein, a pulsating vein. Mommy is really angry now, and if you have read Japanese manga, then you will understand. When somebody's angry, there's either this, like this smoke things next to mommy, which in this expression, it doesn't really translate. She's not fuming, she's angry now. So I would actually suggest you put like flames over mommy's head or hovering by mommy's face. Yeah, this is boom, angry mommy. I'm gonna highlight this out again for you guys. Okay, I'm sorry the timing, I ran over a bit, but if you want to leave, go ahead, break my heart, it's okay. I'm gonna mark this out real quick. Furrowed brows, pulsating vein, fangs, I mean the hair that you draw need not necessarily be always so silky smooth and perfect, you know, like given the situation, the perfect hair is reserved for probably happiness. In this 4 expression, I'd say the perfect hair is reserved for happiness. For anger, you can have flyaway hair. She's so angry that she doesn't really care, or maybe the fire is burning up her hair. God forbid, yes. Okay, the fire. Angry mommy. I'm sure this sight is quite familiar to each and every one of us, an angry mom. Yes. And now, for the sad looking mom, sadness, sorrow, I'm sure you've seen your mom cry, or if you haven't, then you are a really great kid, but I'm sorry mommy, but yeah, I've seen my mom cry. Anyways, so for the third bottom left, so she should be looking this way, right? This way. Okay, the circle. You can do the S if you want to, or you can just do a triangle for the nose. See, the fact is that this is a sad face doesn't necessarily mean that we have to make it look sad. It can still be comically sad, in such a way where, apart from the nose again, everything is more or less. Okay, this is a sad sort of eye, right? The top. The bottom, I would like you all to do this. Like a line, but you leave a gap in between. Okay. Then the eye. What's this gap for? You're right. Tears streaming down the face, pouring down like 2 rivers. Right? The jawline. Then what does mommy look when she's very sad? Her mouth will be like, right? So an acute arrow like that with 2 brackets below in a quick way, and the eyebrows. And the hair again. Like I say, the hair, you know, you can have fly away here. And then you do a few more small lines beneath the eye, underline the eye, because her eye's swollen from crying. And then you do this straight line down. Because mommy could be crying because you upset her, or mommy could be crying because she is simply constipated, right? Excuse me. So again, I'll mark this one out. I'm sure people who know me for a while are kind of familiar with such drawings. Probably including but not exclusive of sitting next to me in class and seeing me doodle in textbooks instead of paying attention in class with such random looking things. Right? And if you want to embellish this further, you can by doing lines and dots to show that mommy is shaking, you know. Again, mommy could be upset at you and crying and sobbing, or she could be shaking because the constipation is really bad. She needs to poo-poo, but she can't. We down? Okay. Now to the last but not least, the joyful expression, bottom right. So the joyful expression should be looking upwards here, right? Remember the four faces are looking at each other, four faces of mommy. This is where we can take a lot of artistic license with the drawing, because you can be, imagine happy, but she is happy times 1 million or 1 zillion, like crazy happy. Yeah, that's the word for it. Okay, this is the circle, this is the nose. But in so doing, I would like to introduce you guys to maybe not this nose, but maybe a pair of flaring nostrils, like, yeah. Okay, the eye, just do by approximation. Okay, like this, like two circles with like the bottom cut out, two very fat crescent, if you have it, and then super arched eyebrows. Okay, now you can actually do the face round. Actually, you can do the face round at any other expression, because this is like comics. And then do this, like a very big M, and then just do lines from the top of the M. This will be mommy's green, and the green, as you can see, is really. You just add a pair of heart shape for the pupils, because mommy just saw something she really loves or something that makes her really happy, be it a Hermes bag or your report card. And then give her a bit of blush by 3 lines here, 3 lines here underneath the eye. And then the hair. Okay. And this is mommy overjoyed. This is well, as you can see, the strokes are pretty minimal, what I'm sharing with you guys, but I hope that they have done their job in capturing the expression that I'm trying to convey through these drawings. These are her eyebrows bouncing into her hairline. If you draw them lower, it's okay, or higher even, it's still okay. See, this is Mommy Joy. For Joy, I would actually be tempted to do this for the background, like a series of crosses to create the effect that, like a sound effect of sorts. Whilst for sorrow, it will be like all the dots and the jagged lines, the wobbly lines to show that she's shaking. For anger, just some fire would do, trust me. Okay, for happiness, I would actually suggest this, just like consecutive brackets. It goes to show Mommy's like nod of approval, like like that vibe. Just give it some motion. Don't let try not to let your drawing be so static and 2D. So yes, and yep, happiness, C, anger, no. Sorrow or sadness, I, love, joy, overjoy. And if you put it in this format, right, this is where you can write your message. You can personalize it, or you can just write I love you. And that's why when I say the front page and the inside page are only called front page and inside page, because this card can work like this as well. I love you, and then the inside, voila, Happy Mother's Day. Or you can present to Mommy, oh Mommy, Happy Mother's Day, and then the inside is this. Of course, this is my version to my mom. So as you can see, this is the front page. My mom doesn't really like roses, so tulips or hints of tulips. Happy Mother's Day. And the inside of which, this simple, see, no, I love. 4 faces. No matter what, I love you. Short and simple, just like the sketches. Because most of the time I have to concur that brevity is the soul of wheat. So yes. And this is what Bennett drew, right? Can I show everybody? Okay, hang on. Don't cover your face. Yes. This is what Bennett drew for his cover. And we are going to work on the inside later, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay. Run along, Jem. So, yes. Mm-hmm. So next week, I guess I'll be drawing with my son, but it will be a poll. There will be a poll between, let's just say, drawing house pets, or the other spectrum, drawing fantastical, impossible sort of pets like giant robot and unicorn. So between giant robot and unicorn, and or cat and dog, you guys should decide in a poll that I'm gonna set up in a while. So yes, hey Adrian, so if everything goes perfect, like, follow, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, stay at home,